Hey everyone, my name is Gabriel Biderman from National Parks at Night. We're out here on Bannerman Island and we are leading an overnight workshop for 7 lucky students. And we're gonna start shooting, well, right about now until about 4 or 5 in the morning. How are we gonna do that without blowing through 3 or 4 batteries? Well, tonight I've got my case relay system set up on my Nikon D750, and I am gonna try to drain that by doing a ton of star trails, star points, and time-lapse photography. So let's see how far we can get and take you along for the ride. Whenever I get to the scene, before I even set up any gear, I walk around. I go high, go low, and I kind of really look at what I want to get and what I see, where my eyes are going. So once I kind of settle upon that, then I set up the tripod, then set up the camera and struggle with vertical, horizontal. Zoom in, zoom out. I was spending quite a bit of time with this image. First I went to 24 millimeter. I was using the Nikon 14 to 24. And first I went to 24 because it is such a wide, 14 can be so wide, and I didn't want to lose the importance of the Bannerman Castle. I think in the end I kind of settled somewhere in between because 14 wasn't giving me enough stars and sky, so I kind of went somewhere in between there. Put together the case relay, we take our test shots, we look in the corners, making sure nothing extraneous is in there. We really want everything that's right should be in that frame. We should be really framed perfectly. So I took for me, a good 10 minutes, which is a good probably 10 to 15 shots of shorter exposures, higher ISOs, to really assess that exposure and then really finesse that composition. After I assembled the case relay and took those test shots, then I committed. And I did the thought process behind committing to, again, the 1 hour exposure, or again, I kind of settled upon that 4-minute exposure. I could be more productive doing those higher ISO and shorter exposure shots. I think it was 6400 at 15 seconds. So I can take more of those and be more productive. Then I'll wait around for that, where I'm gonna commit, take that, confirm that all the math that I've done in my head is correct, and then say, okay, everything looks good there. Then I make sure that there's a 1 second interval in between. And for right now, I put my intervalometer to just shoot for an infinite number. And I set my clock so I know how long it's been ticking for, so I can kind of finally assess, maybe I'll go turn it off. And this is what a time lapse looks like. During that time though, people have kind of come and gone in the scene, which I'm fine with. We're just capturing everything tonight, and we're really testing what the case relay is capable of. And here's what the stacked star trail looks like. So my assessment so far of the case relay after 4 hours of shooting, well, the light's still green. So that means we still have the go. My advice to night photographers is really to just get out there and shoot. Once I committed, I really had a passion for night photography, and I would shoot here and there and everywhere. But once I committed to shooting every full moon, boy, my portfolio of images just really blew up. Then I challenged myself to shoot for 7 straight nights. And that was just actually mind-blowing, just to see the evolution of the moon and the night and all the different phases of light that we can go through at night. That really blew my mind. And now, tonight has been a perfect night. And I really wish you were all here, because tonight we had a moonless night until about 2:30 in the morning. So here we are 2 hours north of New York City, and we saw the Milky Way, and we got plenty of stars. We did some light painting, and now the moon's risen. Looks pretty good, 30.2%. And now we have a big light source to play with. So people were getting tired, but then the moon came up and they got energized again. So my advice to you is just to practice. Get out there and shoot. get out there and shoot with friends, take a workshop, whatever you need to do to just keep on clicking in the night. Where can you learn more about night photography? Well, National Parks at Night, of course. We've got a weekly blog. Come take a workshop with us. If you're in New York City, we do a ton of free events where we do photo walks. Come and learn with us, nationalparksatnight.com.